Hello and welcome once again to M Candy's Tutorials. This is part 2 where I'm going to go over washing and pinning. So I have roughly prepped all of the pieces. As you can see here, these are all the pieces that are included in the kit, and now I will be going over washing. So here I have all the pieces in just this plastic container, and it's in the sink, and I'm just going to start the wash. I normally fill it just till the water can completely cover all of the pieces. With that big penguin, it's going to probably take a little bit longer than most of the time. And then I take a big scoop of OxiClean. You can pretty much find it anywhere. Walmart, Zellers, if you guys have Zellers. Then just put a big scoop of it on top. And this stuff bubbles a lot. So I wait until all the bubbling is stopped and the water will get clear, and that's when I start scrubbing it. So now that the bubbles have died down, you want to scrub each piece gently with the toothbrush. Try to use a soft bristled toothbrush. The harder ones can leave scratches on the resin. And yeah, that's not good. Once you've cleaned each piece, you want to dump out the water. And then start rinsing each piece. It doesn't matter what temperature your water's at. Now, if you don't get all of the OxiClean off, it's a very bad thing because it does leave a really slimy residue on it. So you'll be able to feel if there's any still stuck on. And the reason behind cleaning the kit is to get rid of any of the mold on the surface of the resin. If you ever get a kit that right out of the box is shiny and feels slippery, this is most likely mold. And if you don't clean the kit properly, I've heard that the paint will be more vulnerable to cracking. I wouldn't know because I always clean my kit. Well, I finished rinsing each piece, and now I'm just going to dry them really roughly. It doesn't need to be perfect because we're not, going to go and paint or anything. And really the best way to dry is to air dry. And yeah, like I said, I won't be primering this for quite some time. So here we are back in my workshop. This is where I spread all the pieces out in front of me and try to figure out which piece goes to which. And I usually put them together just like a puzzle. And normally what I do is I work from the top to the bottom. I don't know why, I just do. So I will start with her head and work my way down. So now I've put it all together, and this is what she looks like. You can finally kind of see what she's going to look like in the end. So a lot of kits come with a guide on each part. What I mean by that is that they make a small hole on each piece so you know where to drill. On this kit, I was actually really surprised to see some very large guides, which are awesome. So what I mean is this large part right here fits perfectly into her neck. So you just want to stick that in there. Now you can still see quite a bit of a gap, but that's what I'm going to use to putty it, and that is perfect. Look, I've actually never seen that on a kit. I am very, very lucky with this one. Maybe on one of my next tutorials I won't be so lucky, but yeah. So next comes drilling the hole to put in the pin. This is where I use my Dremel. And I'll take one end, turn on my Dremel. I don't put it on a very high speed. And then I'll just make a hole in one of the ends. On this larger piece, I'm going to go quite deep because it doesn't matter how far I go in. And then you want to do that to the opposite side and try to get it as close to the same area as the other side. I tried to put it directly in the middle. So this one I will try to go directly in the middle as well. So on one end, I will stick in the pin. It's just a flexible piece. I don't even think it's made out of metal, but it's fairly flexible, so it gives me some breathing room. And then just guesstimate how deep you drilled the pin into the other side, and then just snip it. And then just place the other side in, if it'll go in. And there you go. Now it's pretty much stuck, which is exactly what I want. And now you just got to do that for all the pieces. Woohoo! So here's what she looks like after I finished pinning. There are some pieces still left untouched because they don't need to be pinned. They just need to go on the kit loosely. And I'm pretty happy with her. There aren't a ton of gaps, but she will definitely need some putty, which is my next step.